So what I want to do real quick in this video is show how you can do some demos with your Android device. One of the things that we tend to run into, I use Reflector, which is a pretty common tool for the iPad. But one of the things you run into when you're trying to demo some of the enterprise mobility stuff on an Android device for whatever reason is that when you share the screen and then you want to demonstrate or show the managed application, so Microsoft Outlook or Word or Excel or something like that, the screen goes black. So a really popular one of the applications here is this Mobizen app that people use for remote sharing. And I'll just kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about here. So if I go into, let's say the Play Store or something, everything works fine there. But as soon as I go into, or if I go over to, like the Intune company portal app or something, that will also work fine. But if I come over into Microsoft Word, for example, then you see what happens to the screen. So everything blacks out. Obviously, you can't really do a very good demo when you can't see the screen. So I'm actually seeing on the actual Samsung Galaxy that I'm using here, I actually see Word. It works fine. So I can come back and see everything works fine. So how do we solve for that? Well, I'll show you how. So how do we do that? So the easiest way to do it is to use the Teamviewer app. And this is actually one of the apps that we recommend that folks use even for remote control anyway. Microsoft Intune doesn't have a native built-in remote control application from the console, but administrators can have this running on their PC, and then they can basically have the end user give them the code on their device, and then the administrator can essentially take control. So you could use this from a demo perspective, and then from a more practical perspective, as a customer or presenting to a customer, you could actually show them this would be the example of how the remote control tool would work. So it's free for private use, so it's great from a demo perspective. So you download this and you run this on your PC, and I'll drag this over here so you can see what that looks like. And then what happens, other nice thing about this is that the device only needs to have an internet connection, whereas with like the Mobizen as an example, it needed to be plugged in via USB. And so I'll show you once we get the device connected, the places that you have to go that you need to download some stuff from the store. But in the meantime, what I will do here is run this quick support application, and then I'll just go ahead and make a connection here. And then what you'll see, let me get this guy in the screen here where we're nice in the middle of the screen. What I can actually do here, there's a way to, here it is, it's right here. You can pop that out. It's a little bit bigger than my screen here, but it's nice because you can actually, I'm moving this around. My screen's want to keep everything, the video, the same size. But you can see here that I can actually pop that out and view it this way. So this would what you really want to demo right here. But if you do it this way, then I can actually keep everything in the screen here, and you can see what I'm doing. So this is my Android device, and then once again, if we come back over here and I go into like the managed Outlook application as an example, then you'll see that'll come up and we can actually see it now. The cool thing about this is that you can actually control with your mouse. So I'm actually controlling what I'm clicking on, and I can do that with the mouse. What the app looks like, or what you want to download from the Play Store, you want to do a search here for Teamviewer, and then you want to make sure you download this one called Quick Support. So I already have that one downloaded. There's a couple of different ones here. You can actually download the Teamviewer for remote control, where you could actually kind of go the other way, and you could remote control your PC from your device if that's interesting to you. Or in the case of what we want to do here, which is use our PC to control the device, then we can open this way. So what will happen here is this will show that it's already connected and everything, but when you first launch the app, what will happen is it will have this code, and from what I can tell, the code always stays the same for the device. So what will happen is, let me bring this guy back up here. What will happen is that you'll have this, and this will store in a drop-down list here. And so I don't really know any way to like name this thing or anything. It'd be nice if you could name this as a John Smith or something, or my Android device. But anyway, this would stay the same, and then you would just click connect to partner, and then that's where all this stuff, where it'll take over the screen sharing and stuff that way. So it's really very simple, and this is the tool that will get you sort of out of the, if you're using some of the other ones. There was an app called Droid Screen, I think, is one, and then Mobizen is a really popular remote control. But what people run into, once again, is where it blacks the screen out. So this is, as you can tell from the demo here, that that will not happen. So you'll get past that. If it does happen in Microsoft Intune, in the application management policy, there is a way to there's a policy setting in there that that disallows the ability to take a screenshot. So if you still run into that for whatever reason, you can turn that off. But I have that enabled, and it seems to be working okay. So I don't think you'll have a problem there. But anyway, it's a good demo of what to use to demonstrate Android devices with Microsoft Intune, specifically managed applications where they might be blanked out in other scenarios. So thanks for watching.